Yeah, we could start. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 10th episode of Enecuum News. And today, Serge and I will share the progress over the past week. So please don't forget to ask your questions by raising your hands or by typing them in our Telegram chat or via Google form. We will answer it during the news. And today news update is quite briefly, as we have yet not reached milestones. However, we are optimistic about sharing more positive developments with you in the coming weeks or in next week. Enecuum news. And let's get starting. And the first news about our progress in mobile development and in bug fixing PWA. So here we prepare a new build with bug fix and crash analytics on board. So Serge, please share with us why it's so important.
Actually, these services that from Google that help with bug handling and gathering logs from devices, from app installations. We use them, these services, for a long time for Masternode and Google Store Wallet. But now we added these Firebase services to Android and iOS versions, and they are not released yet, but already during our internal tests we managed, I hope, finally fix an issue with the unstable behavior because of delays in external data providers' responses. So these services will help us to understand and to find possible bugs in the apps and fix it quicker than before. The only problem here is with Chrome extension, because the service we used, Crashlytics, it is not supported by Chrome extensions so far. So we will look for other solution, or maybe just wait for a new version. Maybe Google will handle it quicker than we do. Let's see.
Yeah, thank you, Serge. And let's move to the questions from our community. It's about an Unix token, and the question is, when the Unix-based token Unix of the ETH network is changed to Enecuum, will it be converted to SB Unix as it in the bit network? If so, will it be used as Unix or SB Unix? And if Unix is used when changing network, the Unix to SB Unix pair will be one-to-one or not?
This SB Unix, it is only for test network, and current release, current version of the space bridge in the bit network, but the next release already will have special handling of Enix token, and Enix will have the same name as in Ethereum. It will be called Enix. So I guess it answers all other questions.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it will be the same token, so the rate will be 1-to-1
And as for
as in any bridge.
Bit network, there will be just several versions of bridge tokens. No, it's test network, so it is okay. Some old will not be possible to bridge because we will switch off that version validators for that version. So it will be just ordinary token. I mean,
Yes,
as
thank
an Linux. Indeed, okay.
Yeah, thank you, Terjen. Let's move to the next short news. It's about bug bounty, and here we plan to distribute the rewards this month. And I want to say thank you, dear community members, for your reports. It's really cool when we receive so many different small bags, and we just very careful check all your reports. To I received a lot of reports, Serge. I think too received a lot of reports. Maybe Serge, you have some words about bug bounty activity of our community.
Yeah, maybe it's more for previous topic about PWA development that we also received reports about unfair advantage with that you might get adding two miners with the same private key in PWA, and we spent already quite a lot of time trying to reproduce this behavior, but for now it's unsuccessful. But we're still working on it, and we will see if indeed there is such a problem. Then it will be a big reward. I don't know, bike reward, something like this for a person who shared this, not trying to gain an advantage by own, but to help the community, help the system. And if someone can clearly reproduce this behavior, then please share it, I think, with Roman, and Roman will move it further.
Yeah, feel free to send messages to me, and if I'm not answering, just ping me. Sometimes I have hundreds of messages daily, and it's quite difficult not to lose something. So yeah, feel free to ping me. And we have a question about the bridge, when the bridge launch, and I think we can tell the point why it's still not launched, because as I remember, I promised that the bridge will be launched before the new year of 2022, and we are still under development. It's not just we trying to release it as soon as possible, but we have some important points to check, and also when we announce the date of release before the new year, we don't know about these points, but now we see the full picture, and we have to check and recheck everything. So Serge, please add a bit information about it.
Yeah, answering this question in Russian news section, I remembered some facts that may be important, and they might explain more about reasoning behind this shift in schedule. So initially we planned to use ready ready to deploy solution, but adjusted for Enecuum network. There were several providers and there were several bridges already working, and we thought that it would be an easy task just to buy existing product, but it turned out that these products on the market they were not flexible enough, and they only gave ability to bridge specific tokens, not general ERC20 token, but only predefined. And this behavior may be good for some big cash flow of USDT and Ethereum and something like this, but we wanted to make bridge that could be used by any community member with own token created in Enecuum network to give a possibility to go for Ethereum from Enecuum and vice versa. So that's why we started own development, and this drastically prolonged the whole process, install existing, modify, but still use existing solution, or making thing from scratch. So it's the main idea. I think at the current point of time now, there are already available solutions with flexible enough, but at the same time, we already did almost all job. So now start from existing part will be to waste our effort, and still not known how easy it will be to adopt for Enecuum. So I think we made the right choice. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, thank you, Serge. Let's move to the next question. It's not a question, but just point from Ashlet about taxes. We have not one tax during first quarter, but two BEX and the DEX trade. So the new taxes will be in the future. So we are working with different centralized exchange tool, and after the bridge launch, we will create liquidity pools in DEXs. So it's we don't want to list at not high quality exchanges because it's just waste of time for our development, for our team, and according to our experience, it's quite useless. Want to list at not very high quality exchanges. So anyway, the listing, we will have listings in the future, so turned on. Just waiting for an announcement from our side. Yeah.
To make a successful listing, you need to have a huge marketing budget to make some kind of pump, market making, other stuff, and we hardly can afford listing by itself for serious tax. So that's why it is not as as tempting as you might think to make a just listing.
Yeah, and anyway, there one more point. For example, some exchanges has free listing, but according to the terms, you have, for example, to provide the liquidity of five, for example, 100,000 USD in your token in USDT, or 50,000, or marketing budget of 40,000, and so on and so on. So we just can't afford now, but hoping that in the future we will, and we will list as soon as it would be possible. Yeah, if someone has a question, please feel free to type it or to raise your hand, and I'll let you to ask it. So, as I see, we don't have. Yeah, we don't have any questions. Thank you, Serge. Thank you, guys, for your questions, and see you next week. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, goodbye for everyone. I think
Yeah,
I
bye-bye.
will skip a couple of weeks, I hope, but we'll meet eventually. Goodbye.
Yeah.